For decades, people around the world have been fascinated with the legend of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, or whatever you choose to call it. Sightings of a furry, upright biped and reports of beastly footprints have been reported from as far afield as the Himalayas. Although no definitive proof exists, the often questionable reports continue adding up. Arguably the most famous and influential Bigfoot footage is the 1967 film shot by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin in Northern California, The Bigfoot Walk. I am Cryptid Creep, back with another Top 5. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Top 5 creepiest eyewitness reports of Bigfoot. Number 5. Strange-looking creature. A youth group was camping in the Marble Mountain Wilderness when leader Jim Mills noticed a strange-looking creature skulking along a ridge nearby. He filmed it for nearly 7 minutes, making the somewhat grainy footage the longest video of an alleged Bigfoot sighting. Number 4. Utah Bigfoot sighting. In October 2012, a group of siblings hiking in Provo Canyon thought they spotted a bear in the woods and started filming. When the creature stood up on 2 legs, the hikers ran abruptly, ending the shaky video. A year later, the siblings launched a Kickstarter campaign to investigate other Utah Bigfoot sightings. Number 3. Bigfoot or bear. In 2007, hunter Rick Jacobs captured some of the most famous Bigfoot images to date with the camera mounted to a tree in Pennsylvania's Allegheny National Forest. His camera also captured clear photos of bear cubs, offering evidence that the unidentified animal was not ursine, but skeptics believe the animal was just a bear sick with mange. Number 2. Big footprint. Locals in Johnstown, Pennsylvania were baffled by a footprint measuring 17.75 inches found near a residential home in 1980. According to the Associated Press, the footprint coincided with reports of strange noises and a strong but unusual odor in the area. Number 1. Is Bigfoot real? Bigfoot was investigated by the FBI. Here's what they found. Legends of large ape-like beasts can be found all over the world. Since the 1950s, the United States version of this has been Bigfoot, and since 1976, the FBI has had a file on him. That year, director Peter Barron of the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibition in the Dalles, Oregon, sent the FBI about 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin. Barron wrote that his organization couldn't identify what kind of animal it came from and was hoping the FBI might analyze it. He also wanted to know if the FBI had analyzed suspected Bigfoot hair before, and if so, what the Bureau's conclusion was. This was also after Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin released their famous video footage in 1967. J. Cochran Jr., Assistant Director of the FBI Scientific and Technical Services Division, wrote back to Barron that he couldn't find any evidence of the FBI analyzing suspected Bigfoot hair, and that the FBI usually only examined physical evidence related to criminal investigations. Still, it sometimes made exceptions in the interest of research and scientific inquiry, and Cochran said he'd make such an exception for Barron. Unsurprisingly, Cochran found that the hair didn't belong to Bigfoot. In early 1977, he sent the hair back to Barron, along with his scientific conclusion the hairs are of deer family origin. 4 decades later, the Bureau declassified its Bigfoot file about the analysis. To add more layers to what is already an unusual case, 93-year-old Barron doesn't seem to remember receiving the FBI's response that the Bigfoot hair was actually deer hair. My opinion, Bigfoot is real, perhaps not in the way that we envision him, but real nonetheless. The FBI's sketchy behavior after being sent to 15 hairs paired with the fact that they were interested enough to run analysts on them should be proof enough.